Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is video number 2 of 2. If you haven't already, we're gonna give you the normal drill on it. If you haven't already, make sure you go and check out video number 1 of the day where we explained a few things that happened earlier on. I'll leave a link for you guys right here. You can pause this, head over there and watch that, or as I always say, if you're not normal, if you're a little weird, like some are, and that's okay, you can do it the other way around, whatever floats your boat. That first video, we discussed, as I said, things that happened first part of the day, and gearing up for the arrival of Poch, which is what we're going to discuss in today's second video. Now, before we get cracking, I want to let you know tomorrow there will not be a double upload, just a single upload at this time tomorrow. So make sure you guys are not waiting about going, bloody hell, when's he going to upload the first one? It won't come. The first one will come at this time tomorrow. So one for tomorrow, and then for after that, we go back to the normal 2, because tons and tons and tons keep happening. It's not stopping. It's absolutely not stopping. So for that reason, we have to double upload. We're going to get cracking. As I said, with earlier on, there was the whole Pulisic story and the possible links with Cherki and Pulisic wanting to go to AC instead of Lyon, all of that madness. We've got a continuation of that. So stay strapped, put your seatbelt in, and let's get cracking. We're going to start off on a little bit of a light-hearted, humoristic vibe, right? Let's put the news to the side for a sec. I saw this and I was like, nah, we got to start with this. We got to start with this. Pochettino arrived at Chelsea today. We know that. But someone from the old regime of Graham Potter is somehow in the headlines. Well, not the headlines. I just saw a story about him from Matt Law. Let's get cracking and let's have a little laugh. Here it is. Telegraph Sport understands that Chelsea are no longer working with Gilbert Inoka, the mental skills coach who works with the New Zealand rugby team and who was employed on a short-term consultancy basis for a period of last season. I mean, now you understand why at that time when it happened, I was laughing. Well, I was laughing, but I was hurt. I was like, are we serious? This is what we're turning to. We're actually doing this. It's ridiculous. It was a ridiculous idea from the first place. And I guarantee, we didn't even see this guy. I think we saw him, I think, once pop up a picture of him at like Cobham. And that was it. That's all we saw. No one else ever saw anything of him ever again. And apparently, he wasn't even at Cobham frequently. But I guarantee, right, this is probably what went down. Arrives at Cobham. Hi, where's the team? Great, okay. Graham Potter, nice to meet you in person. Okay, nice one. So, what's the issues here? And then had a little sit down and talk with everybody. Okay, I'm out. Peace. And he's just gone. Never to be seen again. Nah, that was an absolutely ridiculous appointment. I can't believe we even did that. So yeah, I thought we'd start off on a little bit of humour because that's the old regime. And now we can look back and laugh. Yeah, we can look back and laugh now. It's done. What's done is done. What's done is done. Now we look forward. And the boss has arrived. The boss is here. And I have to say, it's a boss I never thought I'd be calling boss, but he is the boss. And after what I've heard today, I have to say I'm happy to call him the boss. Absolutely happy to call him the boss. Let's get cracking with the unveiling and the interview of Mauricio Pochettino as the new Chelsea manager. Tottenham fans, you're going to want to turn away for this one. Plug your ears, blind your eyes, do what you got to do, because you're not going to like this. The Southampton lot will just be happy for him, but the Spurs, you're going to have to strap yourselves in for this. Enjoy. Here it is. Pochettino in Chelsea blue. Oh, well, the new training kit, which I have to say, right, is a fantastic training kit. Can I add? I know. Hang on. Before we even start on Poch, why is it Nike bring out the best training kits, but shocking match day kits? I mean, beautiful. I mean, look. I still wear this to this day. I still wear this all the time. Hence, it's hung there. I wore it today. It's beautiful, but the flipping match day kits look horrendous. What's up with that? What is up with that? Absolutely shocking. And anyway, it's a great kit. It's a great training kit. Poch looks good in it. Let's get cracking in terms of Poch. We'll see what the new home kit's going to look like. God forbid it's going to be an absolute disaster. Right, here's Poch. Pochettino got unveiled And here's what he had to say. In the last 15 years, Chelsea is the greatest team in England. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. And look, if you saw his interview, it's a long interview. It's a 15-minute interview, I think. There's 2 parts on the Chelsea socials. You got a 10-minute and then you got a 4 or 5-minute part after that. So the whole thing's about 15 minutes long. Can I just say, beautiful interview. There was one key bit that stood out for me, and it became the difference between him and Potter. You know, even Lampard, but again, Lampard was coming in as a caretaker, as an interim. I mean, he had no hold on that whatsoever. So it is what it is. But still, he was pretty shocking. Anyway, the golfing difference in mentality and execution, in the style of talking, in the way of talking, in his intentions, what he wants to do, like it's night and day. Graham Potter, and I don't want to keep going back to Potter, Paul's done is done, but just for the difference, Graham Potter was the sort of guy to go, yeah, you know, we're gonna give it our best. We're gonna go out there and see what happens. You know, that sort of. I have to say, it's a beta mentality, right? Pochettino. This stood out for me, and I'm going to show you now. Here it is. Read this, and let it sink in. We need leaders, not followers, in every single area, and we will push every person to bring their best and give their best for the club. If you watch the interview, it sounds better than the way I've just read it. The way he says it is a lot better than I've just shown you on screen. It doesn't do it justice. If you haven't seen the interview, go and watch it and see the way he says it, his characteristics, his gestures, body language. He's raring to go. You can just read it. Like, I want to play for him. I see the interview and I'm like, flipping out, I want to play for this guy. You know, it's motivating. It's so good. And you can see in his eyes, he's not just saying it because he has to say it. He's not talking like, we're going to go out there and we're going to give our best. We're going to see what happens. And we want to win. We want to win. When the first day of the season comes, we'll give it a go. Like, not that. It's we need leaders. We need followers. No, we need leaders, not followers. Bloody hell, I'm sacked. I'm sacked. Todd, sack me. Just the whole body language. He was constantly, you could see, it was piercing through his eyes. And confident, no stuttering, complete calm, ease. You see his body language, his hands where they're placed, looks relaxed. Beautiful. And I have to say, right, look, I'm not going on the vibe of anti-English. I'm flipping English myself. But, man, when we hire someone that's foreign, especially when they come from, I mean, like, he's Argentinian, or the Mediterranean, somewhere where there's a little bit of a temper, it suits Chelsea very well. When a manager comes from a climate where it's hot, it's hot and it's bubbly, right? And things can kick off at any moment. It's great because they bring that charisma, and it's that charisma that makes you believe in them. And when they back that up with their actual ability, it's just a match made in heaven. And that's exactly what I read in Poch today. It was, I have to say, it's a different Poch to what I saw at Tottenham. At Tottenham, I don't know if it's because it's Tottenham, but he seemed a little bit calm, a little bit reserved. Now he just seems more confident. His words, it's just more piercing. It's more to the point. And I love it. Anyway, Poch on his Instagram told the fans what he has to think and what he has to say. Here it is. A great first day at Cobham. Thank you to everyone for your kind messages in this last month. It is great to be back in the Premier League, and with Chelsea, a giant of English and European football, we are rested and ready to go, full of energy and desire, and that is exactly what we want from all the players and staff too. I personally cannot wait for the season to begin, to get to work with everyone and to experience Stamford Bridge and your support for the first time as your head coach. We know the expectation around this club, and we will do everything we can to give you a Chelsea team that you can believe in and be proud to support in every game. Does that not make you want to go out there and rip someone's head off? Is that just me? But oh man, look, I have to be honest, right? After what I saw today, and maybe at the top level I still have my doubts, but he has absolutely got my backing. Full backing. I'm ready. I'm ready to give him the Big opportunity, go for it. We're behind you. Let's see what happens. Because I feel the conviction, I feel the confidence, I feel the plan. It seems like he knows exactly what he's doing, and that is what I want in a Chelsea manager, man. I want a Chelsea manager to know exactly what he's going to flipping do from day one and mean it and show it. And everything he said about getting everyone together, making sure that everyone's playing for themselves, for the club, for the fans, for the badge, holding himself accountable, his staff accountable. Him and his staff are one. They've been together elsewhere. They've come to the club. Now they want to merge everything. Everything he just said was just fantastic. He was talking about players having to die. I mean, that's what you want to hear. That is just what you want to hear. It just tells me that he's got the right mentality. When you start to hear about Pochettino talking about the players are going to die, or they're going to be ready to die, you know, and that's something you can't get in an English person, man. An English manager, it's very, very rare. You're gonna have to get Brian Clough from back in the day back for that. There isn't many. So that's why I'm happy. Overall, I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy in terms of this appointment. This interview has filled me with tons of confidence, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen now. I can't wait. So, Poch, welcome to Chelsea, and he's magic. You know. I can't wait for Chelsea Tottenham. I can't wait, because we're going to take their chant and we're going to make it ours, and we're going to do it better than them, because that's what we do. Simple. Anyway, let's wait and see how that all goes down. But Poch, welcome to Chelsea. Very happy to have you on board. And yeah, I feel a lot more positive about the whole situation with Pochettino now. I really do. So let's hope that he executes it well. Another thing, before we move on, that he did say, which again, you want to hear, the most important thing in football is to... what? Play well? Nah, win. But he did say, as much as we have to embrace the new technology, the way that football's advancing, you have to keep some of the old traits that made us fall in love with football in the first place, the human aspect. And he was saying, all this tech and whatnot, yes, but it can't replace what you hear, what you see, and what you touch. And he said with his skin. That's the way that I see it. I can relate with this guy. I can relate with this guy. It's beautiful, man. I'm very happy. Very happy. Welcome to Chelsea, Potter. I'm ready to back you all the way, man. You got me motivated. Let's go. Come on. Anyway, now, talking about one piece of news from earlier on. We did mention Cherki of Lyon. Well, turns out there could be something more to it. Here it is. This is from Jacob Steinberg. Breaking: Chelsea could look to add more creativity by moving for Ryan Cherki. And this is where it gets interesting. Why? Because we did get news about Veiga. Veiga, which we're going to address in a little bit. So we'll park that to the side for 1 sec, and I will come back to the whole Cherki thing later. Let's move into another piece of news as well, which caught me by surprise. This is from Santi Aruna in France. And yeah. I'm surprised. Check this out. Championship, because it's Southampton. Chelsea have submitted a contract proposal to Romeo Lavia. Liverpool have met his entourage on several occasions in recent weeks. Southampton have not yet received an official offer. Seems like Chelsea are actually moving for Lavia. I didn't think we were. Turns out we are. Well, it's going to be us versus Liverpool. And that's not an easy battle to win, but if we do win that, then bloody hell. I mean, we end up with a midfield of Enzo, Caicedo and Lavia. I am very, very confident in that piece. Very at peace. That's beautiful. That's great. And then if we get an attacking midfielder, and we've got Nkunku, I mean, and then you look at some of the others, Chukwuemeka, Santos, we're well covered. We are well covered. I haven't even said Gallagher, and he's still at the club. I don't know if he's going or staying. No one quite knows. But anyway, it fills me with confidence. You know, if something were to happen to Enzo, or something were to happen to Caicedo, Lavia's there. So, yeah, this would be a very, very good move. A very, very good move. So let's hope it happens, but it's tough because we got to fight Liverpool. And when they go for a midfielder, they seem to bloody get them. So let's see. Now, here's more news from Brazil. Todd Bowley seems to love everything Brazilian. I don't know if his favourite music is samba, or, I don't know, he likes the women, or he likes the food. But he definitely loves the footballers. Here it is. Chelsea are in talks with Flamengo to sign Mateus França, are willing to pay 20 million. Now, I don't know if that's Franca or França. I'm very sorry. But that guy. we'll call him Mateus, or Mateus. 20 million we're willing to spend for this lad. We can't stop shopping for Brazilians. We just can't. We're going to end up with the Brazil national team in about 10 years. When all these guys, become seniors, we're going to have Brazil. We might as well change our name. So we'll see. Now, let's talk about, let's go back to what we put on the shelf. Now, Gabri Veiga. Here's the latest, and this is from Santiago Una with the exclusive. This is Santiago Una saying that Paris Saint-Germain in the last hours have moved to acquire the signature of Gabriel Veiga. Paris Saint-Germain want to get him in quick and want to avoid any other competition. Paris Saint-Germain ideally as well want him to do a medical by the end of this week. So they want Veiga and they want him fast. They've moved, which is a blessing in disguise. Because this means that the coast is clear for us to go and get Ryan Cherki. Because we're not going to get both. You're not going to get Cherki and Veiga. They're the same flipping position, basically. Maybe Cherki is a little bit more versatile because he can drift off to the left, can drift off to the right. Veiga is more of an attacking midfielder and that's it. So, yeah. But you're not going to get both. There's no point. If he's going to PSG, go and get Cherki. Go and get Cherki. And as I said, if we get Cherki, best believe I'm getting a top. I'm getting a top. I'm getting a Cherki shirt. I'm getting one. And I wear my Algeria top with it in the hope that he picks Algeria. He's still not picked the national team. He's got to choose between France, Algeria and Italy. I'm hoping he goes with his parents' origin. Fingers crossed. He's 19. There's no reason not to. But it'll be a great move. It'll be a great move, I reckon. Someone that would suit our style of play. Look, his style's already getting compared to flipping Eden Hazard. What more do you want? In terms of the way that he moves, the way he drifts, the way that he advances with the ball. His off-the-ball his off-the-ball movement needs work for sure. But it's definitely someone we can get in and get Poch up to work with. So, yeah, I reckon that's now something that can be done and something that Chelsea will pursue if Gabri Veiga does end up going to PSG. Because we do need to replace, at the end of the day, we need to replace Mason Mount. That's the reality. Now, let me know your thoughts down below about Cherki and Veiga. Who would you rather? I want to hear from you in the comments. Which one would you rather have at Chelsea? Veiga or Cherki? Let me know. Talking about Mason Mount, one of the last times we're probably going to talk about him. Here it is. Mason Mount has completed medical tests as new Manchester United player at Carrington. Contract until June 2028 plus option confirmed. It's done. It's done. And now it's going to be a case of waiting for the official announcement. So I'm guessing if the medical's done, it's going to come tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm guessing we're going to get a Mason Mount announcement. And as I said, I'm only going to post the one video tomorrow at this time tomorrow. So if it comes out early, you're going to have to wait for my opinion on it. And I'll give you my thoughts once it's unveiled and we actually see him in Manchester United red. That's going to be weird. That's going to be really, really weird. But we'll be here. We will be here. Now, another player that's leaving Arsenal, it seems, although this guy seems to be leaving to somewhere every week, but never does. Granit Xhaka. Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen agree a 21.5 million deal for Granit Xhaka. The deal is now very close to completion, apparently. I have to say apparently. Because every time we hear something about Xhaka, we've heard it year in, year out. He just doesn't go. He's just still here, So I don't know. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is false. I don't know if he's at London Colney right now, probably, I don't know, having some Swiss cheese, or I don't know. Or he could be on a plane to Germany. No one knows. We'll wait and see what happens. But apparently a deal is agreed for him to leave. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, to end, something that was, I find, funny. Nah, not funny. I get the move, but it's basically brought an end to his career. For players, it's different. For managers, you're probably signing off and you're done. And guess who it is? Stevie G. Steven Gerrard has joined, completed, appointed as new head coach of Ittifaq in Saudi Arabia. And, even the announcement has clips of him as a player because they haven't got much footage of him as a manager. Not much footage of him as a manager being successful. Do you remember when he was in Saudi and then the whole thing got denied? He tried to come and be like, no, of course it was done. This is what I'm saying. When you start to hear things sometimes of, no, it's not true. Sometimes there's no smoke without fire sometimes. Sometimes it just ends up being true and you can just tell what's happening. Saudi, they called Steven Gerrard, he went. Now, is he going to be absolutely minted? Of course. But as a manager, who's still very, very, very young as a manager, he's toast. He's toast. That's it. You're not going to go from Saudi back to the Premier League. You're just not. So, he's clearly not confident in his ability, or he's been tempted by money and he wants to go. And as I said, fair play. You're going to go and get the bag. You're going to go and get the bag. His time at Aston Villa didn't end very well at all. So maybe he's come to terms with that and he's decided to just go and, have it a little bit easier. We'll see what he does in Saudi. I'm looking forward to that because at the end of the day, it can still be an investment. Because the Saudi League is going to get better and better. So who knows? Maybe what we laugh at now will end up being a serious league in about 5 years' time. Where who knows? He might still be there and on the brink of winning trophies in what would be seen at that point as a top league. The Saudi League. You never know. So maybe it's an investment that will pay off later on. But he's gone to Saudi and I've already seen some calls for Frank Lampard to go and do the same. Steven Gerrard went people like Frank's got to go there now as well, isn't he? I don't think management is going to be the way for Frank Lampard, if I'm being completely honest. And it'll just be a waste of time, I think, for him. Unless he wants to go and get the bag as well. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything that I've discussed. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. As I've said, just the one, as I won't be free during the day. And it's going to be at this time tomorrow where I will give you my entire thoughts on tomorrow as a whole. So make sure you guys are here, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, smash the like button if you did enjoy this, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you then. Take care and peace.